Hello, hello, hello. It's me again. This is Real Talk with Amiri. Doing another one, y'all. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everyone had a good day. I hope everybody is starting to think about what you're doing in your life. Life is composed of a lot of different parts, many different parts. You got your job, family, relationships, friendships, careers, cars, homes. You got a lot of parts, a lot of moving parts. And you really have to at least be thinking of and addressing, being accountable and responsible for most of those. And if you're not, then something's probably going wrong in one of those areas. Excuse me. But yes, doing another one. Today's talk is about money. Let's talk about money. I've been trying to do this for like the last week or so. Tried to do it last week. It didn't record. I think that just happened again right now. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on. But let's talk about money. And money is, you have some people, maybe more in the religious community, everybody's so focused on money, shouldn't be focused on money, but money is probably a requirement in many of the things that we do. Even in operating a church needs money. Unless y'all gonna go up there in the dark and light some candles or something, I don't know. But even churches need money. So money is very vital to our lives. And I think we put too much emphasis on it in certain aspects, but it's definitely needed. And I think we make it more of a big deal than what it really is. If you just do the things that you need to do to get money, or to bring money into your world, then it's not such of a big deal. And some of putting money into your world, bringing money into your life, is just going to get a job, doing a 9 to 5, and that's fine. And you can either enjoy your 9 to 5 or you can hate your 9 to 5. But if you're going somewhere every day, 40 hours a week, 50, 60, whatever, and you hate it, that's bad for your health. That's going to end up affecting your health. So you definitely want to be somewhere making money if you have to do the 9 to 5 where you enjoy it, or you at least are not letting it bring you down, making you be negative. But yes, y'all, today's talk is about money. For some of the things that I see, we are not teaching. If as adults we have all these problems about money, then evidently there's a disconnect. Our parents are not teaching us about money. Maybe they don't know, but again, with the internet and Google and courses and classes and programs, there is no reason why we should not know about money management, budgeting, investing. So many things you can be investing in. Real estate, great investment to capitalize on and make more money, bring in some income. Stock market, another vehicle to bring in some more money, increase your ROI, your return on investment. There are so many programs, affiliate programs online, different things like that, different programs you can be a part of. And of course, just because you're a part of something does not mean you're going to make money at it. For a lot of programs out there. You got to understand marketing, your audience, your avatar, all those different things. You got to understand all that stuff. You can't just, oh, I'm gonna go make $1 million at this, and then sometimes you find out, you know what, I really don't want to do this. I don't think I'm this type of person, and then maybe you're just possibly going at something at the wrong approach. Sometimes you got to be open minded to see something else in what you're doing. But yes, money. Let's see. I did pull up a few articles. I had printed out some stuff too, y'all, but I don't keep disappearing. I don't know if somebody's trying to come up on a money game up in here, but it keeps disappearing. Okay, this is one article. This is one printout that I did have that I found. It's T. Rowe Price, Invest with Confidence, probably an investment firm. Make a fresh start in 2023, halfway through, y'all. To make the most out of the coming year, consider this month by month approach to tackling your financial priorities. With 2022 a year marked by high inflation and greater market volatility behind us, a new year is an opportunity to refocus on financial goals. We made it convenient by organizing actions into a monthly guide. Start by prioritizing what you'd like to accomplish. A plan. Like I said, we need to have a plan. What's your plan for this coming year? What's your plan for your money? What do you want your money to do for you? Breaking these things into smaller steps and writing them down or plugging them into a spreadsheet, says Judith Ward, CFP, a thought leadership director with T. Rowe Price. Then take a holistic view of your income and expenses to help align your intentions with what's realistic in your current situation. And sometimes we're not very realistic. I see that, well, I want to get a car and I want to do this, but you don't have a job or you're not saving any money. It has to be, I have to see the steps. Okay, I'm going to start with this step. I need to save. Okay, I want a car. Or I need to save this much, or I need to make this much. Because just you wanting something, you got to have kind of a plan to get there. Or at least you can have some energy too. Look, energy is a currency too. I have to talk about that one day. And I am still working on my energy, and because energy is also a currency. But we're talking about money today, the regular way to get things. Planning is a key to success. Our monthly planning guide gives you tips and ideas that can help as you're putting together your plan and monitoring it throughout 2023. Having a plan in place will make it easier for you to track your progress during the year. This was for January. Set your intentions. That's the time of the year where, we're coming up with those New Year resolutions. Draft a budget based on your goals. Prioritize what is most urgent, what's important, and what can wait. Then draft a budget for the year. Remember to keep inflation in mind when capturing these values. There are a wide variety of budget management apps and online tools. Use those tools. Many different tools. Use them. And don't just download them and don't use them. You got to be faithful to them. Think about ways to reduce your expenses. Ooh, I'm about to do that, y'all. I'm about to cut out some subscriptions, and I have I believe one of my daughters is moving, so that's gonna cut down my energy costs. And people don't believe that, well, I'm not using up your stuff, but you sitting in a house using lights, water, and gas while they're at work, you are increasing their bills. You're increasing their utilities. So I'm about to do that, cut some expenses. Higher inflation markets can be financially stressful. Review your spending. Consider making some temporary adjustments, such as eating more meals at home. You know, I do that. Save a lot of money eating at home instead of going out. And I've heard people in the past talk about how much they spend a month, or read articles. You spend $1,500 a month or $800 a month on eating out. What could you have done with that money? You could have invested that money in the stock market. You could have saved that money for a down payment to buy an investment property. You could have you've done so much with that money. So think about your decisions, what you're buying. And I know one of my girlfriends, Miss Deb, she says you should write down what you spend every day, everything that you spend, write it down, and you'll be amazed at where your money's going. And you guys, I am not a financial advisor. Have to make that disclaimer. I'm just reading and some things that I have learned on my own. Another thing in January, it says make your 2023 IRA contribution. You have the potential to earn thousands more over the long term by making contributions earlier in the year. troprice.com contribute / contribute. In February, simplify your investments. Don't forget your old 401k. You have a few options. Consider factors like tax benefits, investment choices, and cost to determine what's right for you. That's one thing I have looked at in the past. You know, a lot of people just put their money in their 401k and boom, boom, they just throw it there. But where are you allocating it to? And there are companies out there who have small membership that can tell you where to put your money, that will increase your investments. And they have a proven track record. You got to go look at their records, but don't just throw your money in your 401k. Make sure you know where it's going. Make sure you've done your research. And you're like, oh, yeah, okay. But you may have lost thousands. That's your money. Why would you not go see where it's going and see how better to allocate it, especially for those people that got the big bucks in there in your 401k? Why wouldn't you? That doesn't make sense to me either, but to each his own. But you'll take time to, again, be on the internet, watch TV shows, but you could do something different with your money. March, prepare for tax time. Get organized, gather all your financial statements, file your taxes, invest your tax refund. Definitely, if you get a tax refund, as my kids are getting older, my tax refund is getting less and less and less and less. April, improve your financial standing. Check your credit report. And they do have you do have the ability to do that for free. Annualcreditreport.com, I believe you can do it for free. And analyze what you can make better. There are companies out there that can help you repair your credit easier. You don't have to do the work, but you're going to have to pay for it. People don't want to pay for that. You want better credit. You don't want to do the work yourself, but you don't want to pay nobody either. Okay, whatever. Don't make sense, but all right, do your thing. Review your debt. Consider targeting your debt repayments. Some people say you should start with your smallest debt. Knock that out first. That's going to make you feel better. That's going to give you some confidence. Then go on to the next one. Go up, bottom up. Some people tackle everything, but that's going to take longer and you're not going to really see, some fruit. I like to start with the smallest one and then go up from there. April, May. May is focus on education. Open a 529 account for your child or grandchild, saving for college. Graduate school or vocation training can be more attainable with a 529 plan. Help children succeed financially. Engage children in your life and activities to help them become regular savers and conscientious spenders. And that's something I really don't think we do. Definitely not. If you're not doing it, they're not going to do it. I really do think that, I really do think that our schools could just put that in some of those, that should become a part of their education at a young age. Because why are we waiting till college, or some, I don't even know if they teach it in college really, financial management, money management. That doesn't make sense. They're there all day. Let's teach them. Let's not just count money. Let's know how to invest money and make money. June, do a mid-year checkup. Check your budget. Are you sticking to your targets? If priorities have shifted, adjust accordingly. Review your asset allocation. July, invest in yourself. Secure your financial outlook. You may be thinking about your career prospects and ways to increase your income. Consider opportunities for career development. Practice mindful spending. August is, I'm not going to go through all of these. Reassess your choices. What's after August? September, give back. November, focus on family matters. Talk with adult children about money. That's a good one. October, be vigilant with cybersecurity. Make sure you're not letting your information get out there. Protect your information. For me, it's good to use PayPal. PayPal is secure. You can always dispute something. If you can use if I can use something, I use PayPal. I don't want anybody having direct access to my checking account. Even sometimes if I pay for something on, let's say, Amazon, I go in, I pay for it. Once that payment is done, then I go in and delete that account. I delete that credit card or debit card information. But there are ways that you can be more secure. December, prioritize your retirement. And I think some people we don't have the right plan as far as our retirement or our investments, our mortgages. I do know one of the people that I have been graced to meet over the years is Mr. Don Daniels, and he has a program that he helped start some years ago, and it saves you thousands on your mortgage. You can pay your mortgage off in 7 to 9 years in a third of the time, and you can save thousands in interest. And he has been talking about this program for years, and people don't believe it. I know that's it, because he's talked about some of the people that he has met, some of the realtors and bank representatives, and nobody believes it. Look, and I think that does happen a lot in a lot of financial realms, where just because you haven't done something, you don't want to believe it. I know people right now, they bought a house a few years ago. They probably could almost have it almost paid off right now, but they don't want to take the step. They're fearful, scared, don't want to take the risk. And really, this program is no risk. Your money's going towards your house. But that's something that people are afraid to make a move, to do something different, to start investing in yourself, to start investing in the stock market or real estate, but you're blowing all this other money on everything else. You're having to go to work for your 60 hours. You done work 30 years, but all you got is your 401k. You don't have an investment vehicle. You don't have multiple streams of income. But yes, y'all, go check out the pill method. I'm going to leave a link in it and a link to his YouTube channel. But you can save thousands. Doesn't matter what your interest rate is. The higher the interest rate is actually better. Look, you don't believe that, I know. And you can still pay your home off in 7 to 9 years, 10 years, whatever, instead of 30. And you can save thousands in interest. And people really don't understand interest. And I didn't either before I started listening to Mr. Daniels. People say I have a low interest rate. I got this 3% interest rate. It's not actually 3%. Because you're paying 30 years. It would be one thing if I'm paying a one-time payment. But you're not. You're actually paying a whole lot more interest. And if you sit down and look at those numbers, you will see how much interest you're paying. You have interest on every payment that you make, every monthly payment that you make. This is just an example. This is an old example. Principal borrowed $200,000, 12 total payments for 30 years, 6% interest, regular payment. But the total repaid amount is $431,676 off of you borrowing $200,000. So is that 6%? I don't think so. So the total interest that you pay on a $200,000 loan at 6% is $231,000 in interest. So your actual interest percentage rate is 115%. So we have to look at these things. And when you see something that looks different or really explains something to you, take a look at it. But I will share that information. Mr. Daniel also has a book, The Pill Method. But there are so many ways and so many things out there that can help you with your finances, with your money, stock market, classes out there. And you don't have to have, thousands of dollars to start. Start with $500, but you need to go get some education. And you may have to pay for that education. Split it with your wife, split it with your girlfriend, split it with your sister and your brother. Do it 3 ways. I don't know why we don't do that more often. And let the smartest person go to the class, and then they teach you and the sister and the brother. Real estate, one of the better ways that I have learned you can profit off of real estate is Section 8. More bedrooms you have. I think I've had a podcast a little bit about this before, but each room, the more bedrooms, the bigger the monthly rent will be from Section 8. Airbnb your properties. Rent out room for room. But there are a lot of ways to make money, and I think a lot of the times we are just afraid to take that step. But again, we lose money all the time. We're losing money. I was watching one show. What is it? The Rich Life. What does your rich life look like? One lady, she quit her job, working for herself, making her own product. Went out and bought a purse for, I think it was $1,500. But she really could use that money to, because she's working out of her home, to rent a studio where she has access to more supplies and equipment that she can use. So sometimes we just we don't do the right thing with our money. And then we complain and we're stressed out, we're upset, but we're just not doing the right thing with our money. And whose fault is that? That's our fault. And start talking to your children younger, like I said, about money. Teaching them the value of money, where money comes from, how you get money, how can you make more money. And saving money is great, but your money is not really making you money when you're saving it. Of course, you need to have some savings, I would say, emergency savings and rainy day savings, but let your money make money for you. A lot of people don't want to use their credit cards. I heard Mr. Daniel talk about today that if you use some of that money, credit or a loan, to save you thousands on your mortgage, why wouldn't you use that? And you can still pay that off quicker. So we got to start thinking about things. Don't just be like, this is how I go. This is how it goes. This is how it's been. Blah blah blah. Think about new ways. Be open to seeing something different. Yeah, don't just shut yourself down. And as far as finances, if you're in relationships, y'all got to talk about it. We gotta talk about it. Have to talk about it. We must talk about finances. I think, we may talk to each other when we meet someone or we're getting into a relationship. We might talk about finances on a real surface level. Where do you work? How much do you make an hour? Are you in debt? What's your credit score? I think you really should start being more thorough, because even people who have money, they're not always doing the right thing with their money. And you need to talk about that if you're really trying to be in a relationship with someone. Some women shop all the time. They got these purses for thousands of dollars. They go get their nails done all the time. They go get the hair done, the weave, and all that. And could that money be put in better places? If you're in a relationship with someone, is that something that's going to be acceptable to you that they do all the time? For men, some men, they're into cars. They're always buying cars. I dated someone, I think I actually dated a couple car men, but one person that I dated years and years ago, he was always buying cars. Always, here come another car. Here come another stereo system. Here come another But have you taken care of all this other stuff you need to take care of? Or you just went and bought a vehicle, but my car needs a battery. Like, what's going on? So I think that needs to be probably not just a one sitting. We need to talk about how you feel about money, what you think about money, how do you make your money, what are you currently doing? What do you let me look at your bank account. I can see what's going on. Let me look at your bank statement. Here's mine. But if you two have different views and mindsets about money in a relationship, that's gonna be problems. That's gonna be problems, even in your family. If you are taking care of someone, or like, let's say I have a older child and they're living almost for free with me, and they're going out here buying this and buying that. Whoa. But you're not helping support the household. That's gonna be a problem for me. So that is definitely something that you should talk about in relationships, men and women. And I think probably a lot of America is in debt. A lot of debt. What's something else? Stock trading, investing in stocks. I've done a little research on that some years ago. Studied on it. I almost took a class. I should have signed up, but I didn't. Probably was listening to other people. But in order for you to trade stocks, you really do need to do your research. You need to take a class. I think you need to take a class. You can teach yourself some stuff, but someone teaching you that's an expert is probably going to be your best bet. So many different things you can trade in. Forex, stock options. That's what I wanted to do. Stock options. Commodities. Just the regular stock market. You have day trading. You can hold the stock, but it's dividend stocks with dividends, and you can trade up or down too. It's so many things that you can do with your money. But if you don't do anything with it, if you're just spending your money, it's kind of, there's not gonna be nothing left. You got to start investing. We really need to start investing, especially as Black America. We're always talking about, we're on the bottom of the barrel, we're this, we're that. How are we gonna get out the bottom of the barrel, y'all? Good question. We're gonna have to start doing things differently. And there are a lot of malicious people out there. Your family, your friends, you gotta watch out for these people with your money. They really don't want you to have no money, some of them. So you really have to be cautious and looking out for yourself. I think you really need to be looking out for yourself. But those are some of the ways that you can make money. Just learning about money, creating a budget, working, not spending more than you make. Pay yourself first. And some people, I'll be like, well, you get this much, don't spend more than what you get. Break that down by 30 days. It's that easy, especially if you don't have any other real responsibilities. You can spend this much a day, but they still don't do it. Look, I don't understand that. And I can stay within my budget. I just need to create more money extra income. That's what I'm trying to do. I stay pretty good within my budget most of the time, not all of the time. Sometimes I do fall short, but I would really like to make more money, like increase my income, double, triple, quadruple it. That's what I want to work on. But yeah, y'all, talking about money is kind of taboo in relationships, some families. Nobody wants to talk about money. We just want to continue to spend and get in debt, be broke, whatever. We can talk about it. With me, I want to talk about it. And I will break something down. Look, okay, well, that's only so much per day. So why is that a problem for you? But I don't mind talking about money. I don't really mind talking about too much of anything anymore. So that's growth. But when people are having problems and they're just ignoring things and they're continuing the behavior that they're doing, I mean, where are we going? That's not a good road we're going down. And I think that was the name of the show on Netflix, the Rich Life. I looked at a couple of couples, and I don't want to be like that where we don't talk about it, where we're just disconnected, where we can't trust each other. I want to trust you. You got my back, I got your back. We're going to talk about big things that we want, and we're going to come to an agreement. If we don't come to an agreement, you can't buy it and I can't buy it. That's it. But yes, on that show, that was one of the couples that I remember. And they had one debacle or one confusionary thing. And they they used to have, a joint account, but after that debacle, no more joint account. There's no more trust. Real estate, I don't understand why some people have the money to invest in real estate. People are always going to need somewhere to live. And it's even more guaranteed now because people have had to move, and they're building new complexes, new apartments every day. They're not building these things for ghosts. They're building them because there's a need and a desire for people to move into these places. But people are afraid of real estate. I'm going to have repairs. And of course, there's going to be some repairs. Everything is going to need some repairs. But you buy warranties, you get good contractors, good servicemen. I don't insurance. And people act like you're gonna have to replace something. It's the end of the world, and I don't get that. But I have heard that excuse before. Oh, it was a huge cost. The maintenance. Everything requires maintenance. You require maintenance. So stop being afraid, especially if you have the money. Stop being afraid to use it to invest to make more money for yourself. So you can quit this 9 to 5. But yeah, y'all, I was Just thought about this last week. Of course, I didn't have none of my papers. That happens a lot. I don't know why that happens. I'm gonna have to start taping them on the wall or something. But let's talk money. So many ways you can make money. Save money. Stop spending all your money. Especially if it's on unnecessary things. And a lot of people that spend money like that, they're not happy. And of course, people pretend a lot. A lot of pretend stuff out here. They're pretending they're happy, but they getting these credit card bills every month. These high-ass credit cards. They got to pay robbing Peter to pay Paul. But I got to spend what I wanted to. You know, we have to have some self-control, some self-discipline. Has to be a limit. You got limits. What's your limit? But finances are always an issue. I think they're always going to be an issue until, I mean, for some, it's always going to be an issue. But for some of us that want to take control, pull them reins back in, and figure out what's your plan. Like the one paper said, you need to have a plan. Write it down. Start somewhere. Quit saying I want to. Do it. It's okay. Do it. But yes, y'all. Just doing another one. Hope everybody is doing okay. A lot of stuff going on. I think I heard about a shooting. Somebody shared some type of shooting happened. Again, gun violence. I don't understand that. And for the people who are out here shooting people, killing people, I know there's something missing inside you. I know you're hurt. You don't feel loved. You couldn't feel loved. You're hurt. You're disgruntled, traumatized. It has to be something. Because a normal person does not go out and do that. Somebody who is a loving person, compassionate, caring, they don't go do those type of things. And I don't know what's going to stop things like that or decrease them. But that is something I've talked about before. Go check out previous podcasts on gun violence. Why do black men love going to jail? That was another podcast. But yes, y'all, just doing another one. Tomorrow is Thursday, so if I'm on my regular schedule, I will have to do another podcast tomorrow. But yes, y'all, doing another one. Let's talk about money. Talk about money. Don't be afraid to talk about money. Don't be afraid to make money. And many ways you can make money. Business, entrepreneurship, that's something you got to work at. You got to figure that out. Take courses, get coaching. That for me is taking longer, but I am still trying. I am still learning. I'm still open, still receiving, still getting help. So it'll happen. But yes, y'all, everyone have a lovely night and a lovely rest of the week. Peace.